Well, good morning. Today we are going to pick up a scissor lift that we won at auction for a steal. But before we can do that, we purchased a Connex. As you can see here, we're going to use this for storage, just not in the greatest condition. But we got a deal on this too. We're all about the deals. So inside we got a bit of a mold issue. So we picked up some pool chlorine. And we got our sprayer here, and we're just gonna go in here and spray all the walls and the floor and just kill off all this mold, and then we're gonna leave it open to air and dry out for a day or two before we start putting anything in here. As you can see, it's still raining out here pretty well. So this is the property that we're improving right now. It's just a bunch of raw land. And then the plan is to clear, we got about an acre, I would say, cleared right now. Every time I come out here, it looks a little different. I used to think it was 2 acres I have cleared, but it looks like 1 acre. So yeah, we're gonna clear all this until we have about 8 acres clear of the property. And then it'll be, we'll have a house over there and the barn over that way. But right now it's just a muddy mess, so let's get this Connex cleaned up. The roof leaks on this thing. It's got a couple of holes in it, but we'll deal with that later. Perfect. We did 3 gallons of water and 1 gallon of this pool chlorine. So we're starting on the wall, do both sides of the walls. We'll hit the floor and then we'll hit the ceiling. I want to do the ceiling last because I don't want it dripping down on me. I already feel enough of it running down my back. If you're even thinking about one of these backpack sprayers, this is the best way to go if you spray a fair amount of stuff. Be it cleaner or pesticide, herbicide, whatever you use. That's when you know it's working. Battery on the trailer for the winch, and this is a charge wire coming off my truck. And now, as we're driving, it'll charge up that winch battery and it'll be ready for use. If we have to, we'll throw the 2 ramps on nearest each other and then throw that sheet of plywood down on top of them and just kind of winch it up. I've got a couple plans. If a forklift isn't available to load this thing, we'll throw the ramps down, put the plywood on like I was saying, and then most likely this breakover angle is too steep on this trailer, so we're bringing 2 floor jacks, and it's going to be sketchy, but whatever. 2 floor jacks, 1 under the end of each ramp, and then we'll just simultaneously, by we I mean me, we'll simultaneously pump them up together to kind of lift up that ramp, and then we'll finish pulling the scissor lift onto the trailer with the winch. So, but hopefully they just have a forklift, and then this is a quick pull up, forklift the scissor lift on, and then take off. But we'll see. go finish bleaching this container and then get on the road, because we're heading to North Carolina. We're in Virginia. It's only like an hour and a half, 2 hours away, but I got a lot to do, so let's get to it. All right, that thing's sprayed out inside and out, so let's get out of here and go pick up this scissor lift. Yeah, I ain't going anywhere. Nice new tires. Hey, I'm on my way down to pick up an item I purchased at auction. I just wanted to make sure everything was ready on your end. Okay, yep, just sounds good. Wasn't sure of the process. It's a scissor lift. It's a Genie 19 something or other. Yeah, I've got it. Yeah, thank you. Bye. Decided to take some back roads instead of the interstate the whole way. See some different parts of Virginia that I haven't seen before, and then should be getting to North Carolina pretty soon here, so. That's not going anywhere. We got the key here, and then like the all stop or the emergency stop. If you look at the key here, you have off, then you have basket controls, and then ground controls. And a key that doesn't want to go in very well. So if you want, basket control locks out this ground control. That is a little loose in there apparently. Do some ground control. Oh, disconnected the battery. Alright, so basket first. Let's see. And that should be this controller here, which we can't drive it because we got her chained down still, but we can turn the tires. Alright. So you pull this trigger, and then this is your side-to-side rocker switch for left or right. And then if you pull the trigger and go forward or back, that would be forward or back on the machine. You got raise and lower, so it would be you got your fast and then your slow. So you'll hold down one of them, and then the arrow if you want to go up or down. And when you start to go up, that thing at the bottom there kicks out. You'll see it tucks back in. I think they call that like pothole protection or something. So just in case one of your tires dips down into a hole, that'll catch it instead of letting the whole machine tip. So it looks like it's got less than ½ of an inch under here of clearance. So you'll tip a little bit, but not so bad, hopefully, that you fall out. So that's basket control. Let's see if we can. Let's see, it should lock it out. Going to basket. Yep. So let's send this thing up. Check it out. We're not going to go all the way up. It takes a long time to come down. So that is one of the problems that it had. The only one that I can find. All the batteries are within this year. Some are in March and some are in July. So they're all new batteries and it's a new charger. So. Got your usual rust and stuff here and there. Probably in somewhat of a caustic environment. And then it lived outside. But, I mean, everything, you know, it's rusty. Surface rust. But, you know, everything's at least a 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch thick. So it's not going anywhere anytime soon. But it's all electric over hydraulic. So it's electric motor that drives a hydraulic pump. And turns the wheels, drives it forward and back. And then that drives this hydraulic arm here for your lift and lower on the scissor. And then if you're gonna stick your fingers or your hands in there, there's your safety bar. Pull that down and prop it in here so that it can't close and scissor you off. And then that's the sound it makes if you find the wires that go to the alarm and try and disable it. So, sounds like we're just going to remove the thing. Alright, now we're in the boom, or the basket. Let's go ahead and head up. So yeah, this is all we cleared today. Cleaned all that up and then we cleared that path all the way back there. So this is where we're going to continue to clear for the barn. And the property line is still probably 50 to 100 feet farther that way from where we currently have cleared. So, and then it goes way back that way into that old growth and beyond. But this is where we're gonna clear to put the house and the barn, and then my pasture will be right in here. This would be nice to put trusses in for the metal building when it goes up. We just have to pour the concrete pad first, which is what I wanted to do anyway, so this will work.